And we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Thomas Kelly. I'm Associate Director of Residence Life here at Worcester State, and this is Hangouts Before You Woo Life. Hangouts Before You Woo Life is an online web show geared towards new residents transitioning to Worcester State University. As always, we discuss the important topics that are part of your transition. This week, I am excited to be joined by Adrian Gage, Assistant Dean and Director of Residence Life here at Worcester State. Adrian, welcome to the show.
Thanks, TK.
I talked a little bit about Adrian last week. We're going to be talking about move-in day, which is Adrian's favorite day. Favorite day of the year. We get to do it twice a year, so we're going to talk about new student move-in. But before we get started, Adrian, can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, kind of what you do here at Worcester State within Residence Life, and then we'll kind of get started with questions.
As the Director of Residence Life, my overall goal is to just kind of make sure the overall mission and everything of Residence Life runs smoothly, working with our staff, making sure that they have all the resources that they need in order to make your students have the best time they can here and the best experience while living in the halls.
Great. So you'll definitely see Adrian during move-in day. He is out there all day, everywhere. So I thought he would be a great person to kind of tell you what you can expect when it comes to move-in day. So Adrian, can you walk us through, I guess, stage by stage, what a new student should expect as they arrive on campus?
Sure. So when you first pull up to campus, you will enter the school through the May Street lot. That's on the south end of school. So there's a sign there that says south entrance. That street, when you come in, you'll be met by our orientation leaders. They will route your cars into a holding pattern. There's some cones set up just to make sure everybody moves smoothly. I think they give you a goodie bag just to kind of give you something to chew on while you're waiting. We do have Wi-Fi available in that parking lot so that you can keep yourself entertained while you wait. One thing you need to make sure you have at that point is make sure you have your one card. That's your ID card. With you. If you don't have it already, if you haven't already picked it up at orientation, that's fine. We probably have it with your room key when you check in. Excuse me. And also have your paperwork or on your phone where you have your room assignment that has your list where you will be living. As you get finished with the holding lot, our goal is to make sure that is the shortest part possible. You will be directed up the hill, up into the parking lot in front of Wesleyan Hall. At the top of the hill, you'll be met by one of our resident assistants with a stop sign. Please don't run them over. They will stop and talk to every single car and tell you exactly what to do. But what you're going to do is you basically just follow the people. They will direct you into a parking spot. At that point, you will literally be swarmed by student volunteers and staff members with giant blue laundry carts. They will roll them up to your car. They will help you unload everything into it. And then they will also ask you where you live. And so there are signs on every single cart that they will write your last name and your room number right on those carts so that as they help you make it to your room, we help ensure that everything makes it to the right place. Once your car is unloaded, we will have the student start moving their stuff over to our check-in area. At that point, one person needs to move the car down to the garage, and then they can rejoin the family once they're done with that. You don't have to worry. It's literally about a 2-minute drive and about a 4-minute walk back from there. So it's very close. You won't by the time you get back from parking your car is about the time they get done checking in. Once you have all that set, you move over onto our patio. That's where our check-in area is. They'll ask you for your one card, so it's good that you have that ready at that point. And it's literally there'll be 2 tents set up in the patio between 2 of our main buildings, and there'll be one set up for each building. So if you're going into Dowden, that's the tent you go to. If you're going into Sheehan Hall for your room, that's where you'll go. They will set up your ID card, your one card, so it will open your doors. They'll also issue any keys depending on what building you live in. Some buildings you just don't get keys. Everything works on your card. And then you'll get some additional instructions. We have a room set up specifically for other offices on campus who will be there helping us out that day. So our success services. So the bursar, if you need to pay a bill, registrar will be there to help with classes, academic success office. If people are still missing some classes, need to pick up some, as well as a couple other offices will also be there. Just to kind of, if you have any other things that you haven't had a chance to clear up at this point, if you haven't had a chance to take your picture for your one card, we can also do that and get that printed for you that day.
Yep. To jump in on that, we'll actually give you a piece of paper, and if there are services you need to specifically speak to, we'll indicate that on that for you. So that's one of the things that we'll hand out. So don't lose that. Important.
So you'll get that information as you check in. Once you leave the check-in, we have everything we try to do here is school colors related. You see the wall behind us. You see our snazzy matching shirts. Everything is Woo Blue. So at that point, as a welcome to Worcester State, we give you the opportunity to walk down our Woo Blue carpet, get your picture taken with the mascot, and you'll also get your fire shirt, which is our first year residential experience shirt. So all first year students will be going through kind of a program that Maria talked with you about a week or so ago. It gives all the activities and everything for first year students to get acclimated and transitioned as successfully as possible. From that point, you are all set with check-in. You will head off to your residence hall. You'll be directed there by all of our volunteers. If at any point you have any question throughout the day, grab somebody in a bright blue shirt, and they can definitely direct you where you'll go. Once you get up to your room, the movers who helped you load your blue bin will be there to help you unload your blue bin. They will unload everything into the room, and they will clear the blue bin out of the way and bring it back for the next round for the next students coming in. And then you'll have some time to set up your room, do all the things you need to do. If you do need to visit our success services area, they will be open from noon to 4, and that will be in Sheehan Hall. And some of those offices that we mentioned earlier, academic success, registrar, financial aid, if you have paperwork to turn in, sign a loan, anything that you haven't done already, or if you have any questions, that's exactly why they are there.
And a little bit about that room, there'll be all these offices that are accessible to you. We'll also have a kiosk for you to check in. So make sure that if you're going to use these services, that you check in so that we know that you went and utilized them as well. So, wow. So that's a lot. That's kind of like the early part of moving at a glance. Let's talk a little bit about when people should actually be arriving to campus, because I think that is important.
All students received when they got their room placement. And recently they also got what our move-in day looks like, and so it will say based on your room, what wing you're in, what floor you're in, and what building. It'll tell you when to arrive. We encourage everyone to stick to that schedule. It literally makes a difference between your, pulling onto campus and starting to unload your car within 10 to 15 minutes, or pulling up to the street and sitting for 3 hours because everybody else got there at a time when they weren't supposed to. So if you stick to your time, it'll be a much smoother, quick, easy process, and it really helps that flow of traffic throughout the day, and kind of allows you to plan out your whole day when you get there, what you need to do before, after, and make it just as smooth as possible for you.
And we'll be sending a reminder email out tomorrow. So check your email tomorrow as a reminder of what your move-in time is. So you might have gotten that email a few weeks ago. We want to make sure that, when you're searching through your email, you get one that's right at the top before you arrive on Monday. So, all right, that is that's our move-in day at a glance. After that, you should refer back to the last episode for Maria's, which has all of the fire programs that are going on starting Monday night and all day Tuesday. So super exciting. Adrian, you know this because you've watched all 21 episodes of Hangouts Before You Live.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. That's where all the plays came from. We end the episode talking about what's the most important thing you want to make sure a student knows. So a new student who's coming to Worcester State, it's their first move-in day. What's the one thing you really want to make sure that they know about the day?
I think overall, I'd say just kind of have fun with the day. It doesn't need to be stressed out. It doesn't need to be high tension. We take care of as many of those things for you as possible. So literally you can come and not have to pick up a single box all day long until it makes it to your room and you're unpacking it. So just we always say, wear comfortable shoes because you will be walking, back and forth. But just kind of be as comfortable as possible, and just kind of take the time to enjoy the process of moving in, getting to know your staff. As you move in on your floor, your resident assistant for your floor will be there to welcome you, and just kind of have a good day. And once you move in, get settled. At 4 o'clock, we start the activities for the rest of the night. So we're definitely looking forward to you getting here, and we'll be excited to welcome you on Monday.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything. So this was the last episode of Hangouts Before You Woo Life. Rumor has it we're going to be signed on for a second season, so stay tuned for those. If you haven't caught all of these Hangouts Before You Woo Life, you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WSUResLife. We got a playlist. They're all on there. This one will be on there very soon, and you can just binge watch them this weekend before you arrive on Monday. You can always follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Pinterest at WSUResLife. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WooLife. This is our last time signing off for this season. So we will see you on Move-In Day, which is Monday. Again, don't forget to check your email tomorrow for your move-in time. Adrian, thanks for joining me and hanging out for the last Hangouts Before You Woo Life. And we will see you, I guess we'll see you on Monday. Right? See you on Monday. All right. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.